great wine here, great cheese here, oh my God, did you see what was going on at Wisma? Someone's in the kitchen, was packed, et cetera, et cetera. So you start to energize and create energy around the community and what's going on in the community. And then you it just kind of naturally builds support, and then eventually you just embrace as a community.
I have a question.
And a lot of that happens on Facebook.
How do you, there are people, and I think Charlie, you're one of them, that on the right-hand side of Facebook it says, come be a friend, or it says it's recommending it's recommending Parkview Gourmet.
Right.
Do you need to pay for that as an advertisement, or?
There is an ad on the right-hand side. You know, I think you're talking about like the upper
maybe
side.
I'm
This
talking
page,
about the ad.
this page. How does it read? This page
recommends.
Recommends, yeah. That you like.
Friends.
Okay, suggested friends or
when
recommended
you suggest a business to somebody, it'll show up in that recommend section. It used to be in the stream, but they've moved it over now, so now it's in that recommend section. So when you're there, it'll say, you know, so and so recommends, Murphy's Health Food and Juice Bar.
So how do we do that? How do I recommend?
You just, when you like that business,
oh, it automatically shows up.
It automatically shows who you like.
Exactly.
It's giving an invite thing. It's
so
giving
what's
an
your
invite
recommendation
to
on getting more likes? Like on people to, I mean, just keep telling people to like you and to like.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm posting so much, and my likes are growing too much.
It's really about incentive, whether it's perceived value or real value or somewhere in between. You know, and one of the things that I found to be valuable is to offer something that you can't get without liking the page. So in other words, someone now with Facebook's just did a whole bunch of changes as far as what you can do. You can do so much more now on your business Facebook page. So someone lands on your page, you might offer I don't know, a free ebook, or for a business maybe it's a 10% off or something of value or perceived value that someone would be like, like my page. It says right there. If you go to my site, it says like my page, and you'll get the first 3 chapters of my book.
And that doesn't cost anything.
Doesn't cost, well, I mean, it costs to set it up if you can't do it yourself, but yes, I mean, Facebook doesn't charge you for that.
Right, it's not like an ad that you have to put in.
No, you click the like, and guess what, now it opens up and whatever you've offered them now, and that's a great way. We've done some testing, and you will double and triple your likes by just doing that one thing on your site.
And is that a service that somebody provides that we can contact, or are we going to be told today how to do that?
That can be a whole separate workshop.
That is a workshop, or some people will have people come in to do those types of things, or you can actually attend workshops or take courses on how to do that.
You can also go to the Facebook pages page. MJ?
Is Facebook business page has 2 categories, right? It's got the product services or local business.
Right.
Which is the best for us?
I like it as local business. Just.
Are you brick and mortar, or are you a service company that calls on different areas?
Brick and mortar.
So you're a business.
Yeah.
So local business is better than the products and services page. So
it would put you in a better.
Because you can't do both. You can only do one, right?
Right. I think that's a better qualification.
The local business is the better one to choose. So when you set up your Facebook page, you have to choose between one.
Yes, absolutely.
And you can't have more than one. So let's say, for instance, you have your location for your brick and mortar business, but maybe there's a service that you provide that might be you're trying to brand yourself. So you can pick brand or pick company and so on. So you can't have multiple pages. It's more to manage. But if there's a specific reason for it, you can't do it.
Right, but they have to be called something different, right? They can't be the same thing. They have to have a different name, right?
They could. You probably would want to do that just to avoid confusion, but they could be the same name, actually.
You're referring to the terms of service that they have, which say that you can't have multiple accounts. Is that what you're worried about? I think a lot of people do that.
Personal page. You can't have multiple personal, but you can have multiple pages.
Attached to that personal.
Attached to that personal.
Right.
Right.
Like I run shop local page. It's your administrator status, really. You could be the administrator of several different facets of your organization. So if there was, there's Crozer and Seiler, but then if there was like a Crozer and Seiler specific to a certain niche in real estate, somebody have? Did I hear chatter? Oh,
So since we're talking about likes, can I offer some
Yeah,
suggestion?
absolutely.
Okay. Another great thing that you can do, this one will cost a little bit of money, but not a lot, is you can actually run an ad specific for your area that links to your Facebook page. And it actually costs a lot less to link a Facebook ad to your page versus to like your business website per se. And that way, if you have an incentive there for them to click on the like button, that's a great way to reach your target because you can really target specific. You know, I want everyone in 60048, you know, maybe a couple of the surrounding suburbs if you know that your clientele is in that area, maybe your demographics. I mean, you can really fine tune that your ad's only going to really show up to who you want for it to show up to. And then when they click on it, and you only pay for it when they click on it, so you might get a lot of branding just for having the ad out there.
And you can
when they
set
click
the
on it,
budget too, so it's not like it's going to go through the roof. You can say, okay, $50 and that's it, and then
Yeah.
Facebook will let you know. Okay,
very
yeah,
cost-effective
$50.
way to build up your likes as well. So,
That's a Facebook ad,
It's
not
called a Facebook ad.
correct. Yes.
Google ad.
Yes, a
It's
Facebook
Facebook
ad.
ad.
Yes.
It seems like it all comes back to that question
Uh-huh.
on the first page, which is how do you engage?
Right.
The more I delved into this, what I found was
Mhm.
it's really easy to sell.
Sure.
It's hard, or there's a greater learning curve to engage. So I found myself appreciating other people's posts and tweets and etc., where they were asking questions, and I started shifting my strategy to, instead of sell, to asking questions. But it seems, I don't know, I mean, to me that's it, and I don't think I've fully figured it out yet. Like,
I
To
think
be
you just
honest with
did.
you, I'm thinking.
Very well said.
I was thinking earlier when we were all talking about all the different scenarios about sharing where we were at and everything, I was going to make the comment, not one time did I hear anybody say they were pitching anything or selling anything. Did everybody notice that? Nobody was talking about their business.
Right.
We were all talking about what was going on at businesses. And that's engagement versus selling, which is the difference between social media and traditional media.
Very good.
it's hard because I know that I don't have a pure motive. Ultimately, it's about driving business.
Well, you're just
But
building more community. I mean, look at all of us in this room right here.
Yeah.
We're all going to come out of here with new ideas of how to use this monster.
But to your point, the question is, how do you track effectiveness? I mean, you're spending a lot of time and energy on this, and you want to be sure that you're going to generate some business as a result. So you need to set up a mechanism to know what's happening here.
And there are mechanisms built into those platforms.
engagement.
Yeah.
So ROI
Right.
is the ultimately it has to come down to greater revenue generation. So
Well, you're following, you increase your market, you increase your following. Visibility, yes.
Sure.
KC taught me something that really helped me, and I immediately wanted to go sell, because that's where I come from, and he told me help people and it'll come back to you much more than sell. So I have my lifestyle weight company, but I also wrote a book called Hire Hot Dogs, Fire Bologna, which leads me to knowing a lot of people in the hiring community. So I took this woman's resume, she sent it to me, and I sent it to a personal friend of mine who owns Aldridge Electric. And because that was seen, whatever it was, Casey knows this story. Because I did a favor to someone, next thing I knew, I had an appointment with a group that owned 6 health clubs, it's either 5 or 6. One of them in Wisconsin. And I mean, I got to their vice president, and it could end up in something that gentleman said down there, ROI. But what I did had nothing to do with ROI, but it may turn up that it's built me some solid relationships because people know I'll help them. I owe KC whatever I owe you for that.
Talk about
Dinner
that
at
later.
the town.
Okay, don't cut the camera? No.
I got one other question.
Yeah, there you go. No teasing.
I have another like question.
yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to, and I know Casey was helping me, but I probably didn't ask enough questions.
It's okay.
I'm on Facebook, and I'm Kristen, and I'm also Serendipity Shop.
Right.
Okay? When I'm in the Serendipity Shop,
Mhm.
I switched over users.
Right.
So I'm the Serendipity Shop. So I'm not